Hello my disciples, I'm Dark the Damned, and welcome back to a new episode of Deep Dive Into Vtubers. Now this is the series where we discuss VTubers and their content without delving into drama or controversy. But before we get started with the episode, I want to ask a quick favour. We actually just hit 3,000 subscribers 2 days ago. Well, actually no, yesterday, sorry. And I just have to say first of all again, thank you all so much for the support. But the favour I'm going to ask is, I'm doing a Q&A, and if you go and click on this video, which will also be linked in the description and in the pinned comment too, you guys can go there and post any questions you may have for me, because I need to wait a little bit for the questions to pile up before I can make the video. Well, that's all I want to say. Let's not take up too much time. You guys know the drill, but for those who don't, let's rapid fire our categories. My first thoughts on the VTuber, where I found them, where I first heard of them, etc. My opinion on their model or models, pretty self-explanatory, but it's just if I enjoy how they look, their aesthetic, etc. My opinion on their content, which is what I think of their content on YouTube only, because I don't really watch Twitch yet. And if I enjoy the content they post, the quality of it, etc. And lastly, my final thoughts. Just my last thoughts and overall summary of the VTuber at the end. And speaking of which, you better stay to the end, because I'm going to be revealing who's going to be the next VTuber up next, so be sure to stay tuned. But with all of that explained, who are we covering today? Well, she's the first Nekomata VTuber I'll be covering. She manages to pull off pink very well, she's down bad at times, and she's quite underrated. Let's put our hands together and give it up for Starlight SYD. Hopefully I've got your name correct, by the way, Starlight, because I know some people, they might pronounce it as SYD, like all the letters singularly, or they might say it all together like Sid. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to call you Starlight for the rest of this. But Starlight, she was a completely unknown VTuber to me. But however, the good old YouTube recommended sent her my way, and personally, she's proper good, and she definitely deserves some more recognition. But what were my first thoughts and opinions on this pink Nekomata? Let's discuss them. Upon watching a few of Starlight's videos, I immediately noticed one thing. She's quite energetic with her videos, and she has quite a nice voice to listen to.
Your other dads. Your other dads can't do what I do!
Oh, and one thing I really do like is her intros, when she pops in and just says what she's going to get up to in the video.
Okay, apparently this is my first time watching Let's Game It Out, and based on the title alone, I already regret pressing play a bit. This is Cooking Sim, but he's forcing his customers to eat garbage. This sounds like an FDA violation, but also it's exactly what YouTube recommends me at 3 AM.
A lot of people may consider that to be redundant, but I'm not one of them. I think it's actually quite charming, and I like it. It's something that sets her apart from some other VTubers who just kind of jump headfirst into the action. And besides, if you've got a VTuber model, I mean, you gotta use it. So the first video of hers that I could actually remember watching was... I fucking love this title. She Made Her Bark. Which, first off, VTuberception over here. A VTuber reacting to more VTubers. That's like 16 VTubers.
こちらです。今そちらにあります。
Oh my god.
リストのところにある。はい。
Why did you guys want me to react to this? Is this why? What am I about to hear? I'm not one for ASMR.
Let's be honest, nobody was making it through that video without blushing or laughing. I mean, if you did, you're a liar. The last notable thing that I did notice is that it's sometimes difficult to hear her whenever she's reacting to some content sometimes. Now, I'm not sure if this is just an issue that's been fixed, or maybe something on my end, because I'm not actually using my proper headphones. My proper headphones broke a little bit ago. But it is something I still want to point out.
Save you money. Just imagine you're shopping for something vital.
But I don't
Keyboard,
wanna,
sunglasses, jars of mayonnaise, whatever.
And to be honest, I get it. I completely understand the pain of having to try and balance that out between the microphone and obviously the video audio. I've been doing that for over 5 years, and I still really haven't got that balance down, to be honest with you all. But I'm still trying. But those were my initial thoughts about Starlight. Let's discuss her models. Her first model, you have to go quite a bit back. This is before I believe she did her reaction content. Overall, what do I think of this model? I can't lie, the actual design elements of it are just fucking dope, to be honest with you all. I have a weakness to VTubers with tattoos. I mean, it's just like with the colour purple, innit? I love tattoos on a VTuber model, just like how I love purple on a model. So if you have tattoos on a model, Dark is immediately a fan. Now, the hair I can take or leave personally. It's alright in my opinion, but it just doesn't blow me away. Now, I like the cute little butterfly by her ear though. I think that's a cute little touch as well, and I really like seeing those small little things on a VTuber model that help bring some more personality to it. Also, she's wearing a G-string or a thong? I don't know, one of the two. I don't really know women's knickers, ugh. But do with that information as you will, internet. It's not a personal favourite design choice of mine, but I get the appeal for others. I'm digging the cargo trousers, if that's what they are. Again, I don't know anything about fashion. Overall, this is definitely a very good first model, besides the art style, which just personally isn't for me. She's had other kinds of models for her music-related videos, but I'm not really going to discuss them too in-depth because they're just kind of similar in a way, but with just different costumes. I'm going to say that I like some of them I don't really mesh well with, but in general, I think they're okay. I just want to go more in depth with the models that appear more consistently. Her second model, in my opinion, is a big step up in terms of the art style. I really like it. Personally, the best thing about the model is definitely the outfit. It gives me magical girl vibes, which I really enjoy. It kind of reminds me of something out of Sailor Moon, and it's just one of my favorite kind of styles for anime. The cute little bow on it is nice. It's purple, so obviously. I love the mix of colours. It doesn't look too busy or overwhelming, and they don't really conflict with each other. And I also think that it just fits her quite well too. I also really like the expressiveness of the model. Her hair is pretty good too. I like the mixture of colours, as it again reminds me of Ari from League of Legends. But this is just my opinion. I don't really like the braid style of hairs. I don't know why, it just never really appealed to me personally. So this isn't a knock on her at all, it's just personal preference. Also the eyes, I don't like either. I don't know why, but to me they just look too overly complex for me to enjoy. I just think there's a little bit too much going on for me to enjoy it. So again, remember that's just personal preference on my end. This model would also get another outfit and accessories, which I think is a really nice touch. I love Skyrim and other sorts of games similarly, so seeing a big ass sword, chains and armor, sign me the hell up. Her next model though, is a touch worse. Now I mean this with respect of course, but compared to the last model, this one is a downgrade in my opinion. The hair I like more, same with the outfit, I don't really have anything to complain about with that, but the eyes. Oh man, the eyes. They really put me off. I just dislike that style of eyes quite intently. I just can't bring myself to like them personally. Minus that though, everything else is pretty nice. As always, glasses. We love glasses over here on my channel, so any VTuber who has glasses as well, you get a thumbs up from me. Now moving on to her final model, we have this one, which is overall my favourite one. This is the model I imagine most of you think of whenever you picture Starlight in your head, and it's just lovely to look at. Again, this might be an autistic sensory thing, but my god, the blue and the pinks, man, I just fucking love it. I also think that the expressiveness of the model is definitely at its all-time peak when compared to the other ones. The cute little ears can flop and move around, her eyes are nice to look at too, her mouth, everything. I just think this model is done very well in terms of the rigging, and the expressiveness of it, again, is just very nice. Overall, this is just a bloody brilliant model, and I have to give Starlight and whoever rigged and drew the model some props. Great work. However, we aren't quite done though. She, just like Kitsunero, had a Halloween model done too. I really like this model a lot. The bat wings near the boobas are definitely a very nice touch. I love the little orange bows. And of course, how can I not enjoy that pumpkin? Overall, this has to be up there as one of the best Halloween models that I've seen so far. Well, it's a good thing I always double check everything again, because it turns out that she actually has another model, a chibi model. What do I think of it? Well, actually, I quite like it, I can't lie. I don't know, just the colours and everything. It kind of hits that perfect amount of cuteness for me where it's not too annoying. It again fits with her old brand and idea. This may be a very quick addition to this, but I have to say I really like the chibi model too. Oh, and then she has this model too. I quite like it as well. I think I prefer her final current model a little bit more though, because I just like the hair a bit more on that one. I just think that the overall colouring and art style of her current model is a lot better. But this is definitely a good model for sure, so it gets a pass from me. And finally, for the last model I'll talk about, it can be perfectly described by this clip.
What?
Alrighty, today we're reacting to Reggie becoming the top cannibal overlord in Kenshi.
What?
Yeah, I literally said that out loud as I was researching her. The best way to put this is if she was a lemonade stand owner, been selling lemonade for years, and then one day she decides to sell gamer subs. This is a very drastic change. Do I like it? Well, kinda, yeah, it's alright. But if I had to describe it honestly, my thoughts would be, don't fix what's not broken. I personally think your current model is lovely enough, Starlight. I prefer it more than this one. If you do want to change it, then of course by all means, but I don't think you have to. You have something really good here with your current model, and I personally think you should keep it. Now, I know that was a lot to discuss. I hope you guys are still with me. But for now, let's move on and discuss her content. What do I think of Starlight's content? I think it's pretty good, but at the same time, I don't know if she's a VTuber that I can binge watch. Starlight does pretty much exclusively reaction content. Again, I'm not referring to Twitch stuff, as at the moment I don't really watch or use Twitch. I get it's the meta. Like seriously, it is very good for numbers, so I'm not blaming her or shaming her for the fact that she does reaction videos. And frankly, the few reactions that I do watch from time to time whenever I check her out, I do quite enjoy them. I do enjoy the fact that her reactions themselves are actually quite varied. From Vanos to a bunch of other topics. I mean, it's not like she just watches a bunch of Family Guy stuff and calls it a day. She chooses out a lot of different content and she really enjoys what she watches.
Make this
What kind of a car wash is that, dude?
That makes me miss Lene.
Oh, he's kind. I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting the bit about Miss Lene.
Which is what you want in a reaction, honestly. However, I'm not going to sit here and say that she's awful. Because she's not. The best way I think of her content is that I prefer her in smaller doses. I can enjoy watching quite a few of her videos in succession, but she's not a VTuber I can binge for say 4 or 5 hours straight either. That's just my personal taste, but overall, I can definitely see the appeal behind Starlight. Also, she does make enough of a difference in the reactions for me to not consider her slop either.
That makes it all the better. So is he gonna like... I kinda, low-key, I would just put a bunch of animals in between the roads. And let the people figure it out. You know, the pathway itself has like a little fence, so surely that's enough, right?
But I want to give her a shout. I want to point some attention over to her second channel where she does gaming. And I really hope that she brings this back. I would for sure love to see her post more stuff on there, be it VODs or edited videos or just simple Let's Play stuff. It would be a nice variety in her content. I'm sure more people would enjoy some gaming stuff from her. And you know, she's definitely entertaining whenever she's playing the games too. So Starlight, if you ever find time, I would love it if you were to bring that channel back, maybe experiment with it a little bit, and see if your audience will like it. I'd say give it a go, mate. And finally, I want to mention that before she did her reaction videos, she did song covers as well. Which, as always, I love when people are passionate about songs and they just want to get up and sing something they like. So I'll always praise VTubers who explore some musical stuff on their overall, I like Starlight SYD or Starlight Sid. Again, I'm not sure which one it is. I think she's a nice VTuber to put on if you want to bang something out and you need some good background noise, or if you're into just a fun, lovable goober who enjoys reaction stuff. I really like her model, and even though I can't watch her for hours and hours like I can some other VTubers, I respect her a lot for how far she's come. You definitely have earned your place in the VTubing community, Starlight, so always be proud of that, mate. Would I recommend Starlight? Yes, I would. I think her content is fine enough for me to say I like. I enjoy her personality, her energy, she's a joy to listen to, a really good speaking voice.
Mommy?
All in all, Starlight, I give you a firm pass. You get a nya out of 10. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to go and check out Starlight. Her links are down below if you want to go and support her. And thank you again, Starlight, for giving me permission to cover you and for providing me the thumbnail image. You're a good one. Also, again, please check out that video and post your questions for the Q&A video. I really want my 3,000 subscriber video to be good. So if you could check that out and leave any kind of questions, I would be greatly appreciative of it. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to become one of my disciples. Check the description if you want to join the Discord, and let me know what you think of the series so far. But for now, I'm Doc the Damned. I'll see you all later. Take care, my disciples, and let's see, who do we have next? Stay tuned.